Hello! It is, I think, 8 o'clock, GMTV. GMTV? No, yes, let's say that. So I am in my kitchen. I have actually looked in my kitchen since I got home yesterday to see whether, because I didn't think I'd left any food, but I did. I had a carrot and it was black, and I had some vegan cheese which was green, and 2 onions which were sort of blue, and I also left some almond milk which I was considering drinking rather. I actually put it in the microwave. I was going to heat it up, and then I smelt it and I thought, probably best not after a month. Anyway, I did though. If you remember, I left a yam. I didn't know what to do with the yam. I made a video about the yam, but here's the yam, looking exactly the same as the yam looked when I left it a month ago. So I think it might be safe to eat. There's not a trace of mould. It looks like a, hello Michelle, not a trace of mould on it. It's just, I think it might actually be a rock. If anybody knows how to cook this, because this is gonna be my dinner for the next 3 or 4 weeks probably. So look at it though. Hello. Maybe I'll just keep it as a pet. Ah, it's so heavy though. So that's me yam. So I've got one person that I know there. Hello. I'm gonna go upstairs with my tea because it's better. Whoa, it's dark. Better signal upstairs though. On my little step, going halfway up the stairs. Actually, all the way up the stairs. But when I got in yesterday, my flatmate had put a ladder up because it rained a lot and there's a hole in the roof. We've got there's sort of skylight window thing. Don't know whether you can see that. Whoops, can you see that? And there's also a window actually in the roof, and somewhere there's a leaky bit. So he has to go up and collect the water, the rainwater, every time it rains. And because he got fed up of going up and down with the bucket, he left a ladder in the way. And I said, you're going to have to move that, because if it had been in the way and I got up in the night, I tend not to put the light on in the night. So I would have fallen right into it and that would have hurt. So no ladder up now. So 4 people here. 2 people liked it. 2 people didn't like it. Yes, the one yesterday, I got a few likes and I got 1 dislike, but that's part of the cause really, isn't it? But I don't really know how this works, because some of the messages that came up that were chatting, I was expecting them to sort of come up on the side when the video got uploaded. They processed it and put it up, so the live transcript should have been there. But none of the people that were talking were there, so it did look like I was talking to myself completely. But I wasn't. There was people there. But yeah, so that's there yesterday. Yesterday's video is up now. And you can see it just looks like I'm the only person that was there. And it's not true. There was loads of people there. Hundreds, thousands, millions. Actually, there was 12. But that's nearly hundreds and thousands and millions. And I got 84 minutes of view time. So it all adds up, because I'm trying to get 240,000 minutes of view time pretty soon. So I've got the whole I can apply for partnership again thing. And I'm up to 189,000 in the last year. And when I started this whole venture, I was only on 143,000. So something's working. But it's going to take a while. But if I stay online for the next 200 million hours, I might get there. Thanks, Michelle. I might get there, but it's going to be a bit of a struggle. I don't know. I've got hot tea here. I've already spilt it. I just spilt it and now I'm sitting in hot tea, which is not the best thing to do with tea. Is that backwards to you? Is there something a bit weird about that? This is me backwards. I was trying to do a little thumbnail for it and it kept looking the wrong way round. Keep the videos coming and we'll keep watching. Yes, well, I've got a few more coming. I was busy today because I helped program the PBH's Free Fringe at the Edinburgh Festival, and we got some new venues in, so I've spent the whole day getting in some of the shows that didn't have venues. So I've spent the whole day doing that, so I didn't really have time to do anything else, which is why I've decided to do the live video today, to let you know that I couldn't do the video earlier. Needing hours, yeah, YouTuber problems, yeah, first world YouTuber problems, exactly. Oh, I need hours and hours and hours and hours. Oh, that's horrible. I won't do that again. Or that. I've got a very sort of flexible face. I mean, I know some people will, like, some of my videos, they've gone, you look like Michael Jackson. But an equal amount of people say that I look like Mr. Bean. So I'm not sure that Michael Jackson does look like Mr. Bean, but apparently I look like both of them. I may be one of those morphing things that he used in the black and white video. I'm the sort of in-between, morphing from Michael Jackson to Mr. Bean. Which is a great thing to know. That's, yay, really helpful for my self-esteem. Hello, just spotted how to interact. Hello, how are you? Shmai. Is that how you say it? I got an app. What is it? I can't remember what it's called. I got an app where I started trying to learn Welsh, and I got to day 4 and then I forgot about it. But I'm like 20% message retracted. Why is that, Daniel? Okay, but I got 24% fluent in Welsh, and I've probably lost that already because I haven't done it anymore. But yeah. Ooh, lots of people. Now they've all gone again. Yeah, so my tea, I'm sitting in hot tea. I'm fluent in Welsh to the tune of 24%. I could say hello, what my name is. I can't remember now what it was. But I could say what my name was and some other things. What teachers, there was things about teachers and stuff, which was helpful because I do teaching. But now I can't remember what it was. So, this is me just doing this. I do like... would say Michael does look. Thank you. One of my oldest friends agrees that I look a little bit like Michael Jackson. he was trying to look like me. See. He just knew that the future. He'd be like, wow. You know, everyone was trying to say that he was trying to look like Diana Ross or Elizabeth Taylor, but it was me all along. Definitely. I've had some news today because, you know, I've been doing family history and I found a bunch of people from New Zealand that were related. And it's the bunch of people from New Zealand. There was somebody in the 1800s called James Busby who had a godson who was a Maori chief in, I think, the North Islands. And then it spawned a whole family. And on Ancestry DNA, I seem to be related to either, try saying something in Welsh, like, Dysgwyfu. That was my school motto and I can't even say that. Anyway, it means learn to teach or teach to learn. Learn to teach. That's what we used to say to the teachers. Learn to teach. That's the school motto. I can't say anything Welsh. I did start doing the app and I was really keen on it, but like 3 days of Welsh isn't gonna cut it. And they didn't do Welsh at my school until the year after I left, and it was compulsory then, so you can tell I'm a very old person. We did Latin because I'm from the year 0, when Latin was the actual language that everyone spoke in Britain. I'm very old. I'm an immortal person. I am actually Michael Jackson, who was actually an immortal person from the beginning of history, the beginning of time. Yeah, for sure. So I'm sorry, I can't really speak Welsh. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, I seem to be related to this, either this adventurer from England that went to New Zealand or the Maori chief. But I mean, if you look on, if I got a video, my dad came up with Polynesian and I got a bit of Polynesian and Melanesian too, as well as Native American. I don't know whether that's linked. So that's interesting. But I can't log on to Ancestry DNA at the moment. It seems to be down. It won't let me see my family tree, so I can't actually respond to the message. So maybe I should be trying to speak Maori as well as Welsh and a load of Native American languages, and then I can maybe make my own big tribe of Welsh Native American Maoris. Everyone's gone quiet. Have you all left? There's 6 people there, it says. Somebody say something so that I'm not in a vacuum here. Hello again. See, somebody said hello in edits. Yeah, and some of these people, some of you were here yesterday, so hello again. William of Orange, related to William of Orange. Are you related to William of Orange, Keris? That's amazing. Yeah, the thing is, right, I've been watching like also these Who Do You Think You Are, and there was one from Courtney Cox. Hello, James. He lives up the road from me. There was one from Courtney Cox, and they went back to like 1240, and she was related to people. They couldn't find anyone closer. Now, everybody's related to the noble people from 1240. I mean, that's just proof that they couldn't find anyone. It's ridiculous. But William of Orange is pretty good. But the Engine Man was a disappointment. Sorry, I'm skipping from skip to scop. I'm just responding to the messages, which when you see this, when it goes up, you won't see because it's obviously not working. I don't know whether you have to pay to see the messages. So yeah, I went to see the Engine Man. I need to find some ancestors with less difficult languages. Yes, somebody says. Daniel Bailey says, I do. I do. Although apparently English is one of the most difficult languages of all because it's so many different languages and the rules keep changing and it doesn't make any sense. So maybe the other languages are easier. Maybe. Like there's a little bit of Portuguese and Spanish in there too. And if you listen to Portuguese and Spanish, I've been listening to them and I tried to learn it on the same app that I tried to learn Welsh on. It doesn't make any sense and you're like, I can't tell what they're saying. But if you look at it written down, it actually does make sense. Like, so I can read a lot of languages-ish that I don't understand if people are talking to me. I'm going to pretend I'm a genius and I know everything. Maybe I am. My Cymraeg in hawdd. Your Welsh, no, I don't know the last word. What's the last word? Hawdd. I don't know what that word. See, I am Welsh, but I don't speak Welsh clearly, which is a bit of a shame because that means I can't work in the government or the media in Welsh. Easy. Oh, Welsh is easy. Yes, I am a genius. Yes, Welsh might be easy, but I need to stick at it. Definitely, I need to go back to that app and because it gives you little points and rewards if you do it every day. And I didn't do it every day because I actually got just English. Yeah, I speak bits of lots of different languages. It's like musical instruments. I speak musical instruments. I can play a lot of musical instruments a little bit, but not well enough to do anything with. That's me actually with everything. I can do a lot of things a little bit. Probably enough to tell people how to do, like juggling. I learned to juggle and I could juggle well enough to teach somebody else how to juggle and they got really good at juggling and I was hopeless at juggling and I remain hopeless at juggling, but I'm good enough to tell other people what to do and they turn into, they blossom. So, yay. That's good, isn't it? I don't understand why the light's going in and out. How long have I been on here? Ages. And I'm just burbling. Ask me a question so that I've got something to say. Somebody. That's a bit demanding, isn't it? I just make faces at the camera. God, my eyes look weird. You're a blossomer. Yeah, I do. I help other people blossom. I do. Like St. Francis of Assisi or something with the birds. Jack of all trades, master of none, exactly. I'm hopeless, really. It'd be nice to be good at things. Really good at things. So good at things that people would give you prizes and go, that's amazing. You're the best in the world, Elise. Here's a prize. I'm not working on any comedy at the moment because I wanted to go to Edinburgh and I can't afford to go to Edinburgh and I'm just sulking at the moment. It costs money to go out and do things. I need to work on, because I did my act for so long, I got sick of my act and now I need to work on another act. But in order to develop the act, you need to go out and work it at clubs and places, and I don't know, you fall off the horse and you can't get back on the horse. Which is better, a sausage or a sausage roll? I don't know. Sausage, because you can get them without gluten more often. Oh, I suppose you can get vegetarian sausage rolls without gluten. I don't know where you could get them. They're both good in their way, if you like them. It's subjective. that's an interesting question. I'm not going to say it's a silly question. It's a great question. It's a very good question. All questions are good in their way. That's a good question. There was another question, but they've all gone now because I can only see the questions. When somebody says something, then I can see everything that other people have said. And then when this actually goes up, nobody can see anything. So it's a mystery, a complete mystery. And it looks like I'm talking to nothing. Fair and comfy. Yeah, sausage. I like sausage. Yeah, that is good, Jeannie. Thank you. Yeah. So that's the So I was working on some comedy. I need to work on the comedy some more, better. But I've fallen off the horse. I need to get on the back of the horse. I do quite like sausages. Anyway. Yes. Well. Yes. So I need to work on my comedy because, I mean, I did a few gigs last year, but it's getting more rare because I need to get paid for things, and there's a lot of gigs where you don't get money. I mean, like, I need to get money. Naughty, yes. I need to get money from somewhere. What happened to Angel? So I was going to do an Angel video. Maybe I'll do one in this month. Angel's still around. She's still around. I'll have to find her. Sausage rolls are a bit more finger friendly. Yes. Never eat. I don't know. Some people might eat plain sausages in public. Somebody said that they've never seen people eating sausages in public on their own, but they have taken. You should have a note taker. Yeah, write down everything that's said. Do a transcript. Because obviously YouTube isn't technical enough to keep the transcript unless possibly you pay them. I know there was a thing called Super Chat where I think if you pay the person with the video, then the thing goes to the top, which seemed like a bit of a silly idea. But if none of the comments are going to turn up anyway, drink some more tea, which is a shame. How long have I been on? 17 minutes. Ooh, how long can I stay? That said no pay. Exactly, not work. They're just saying exactly. There's so many comedy places where there's some places where it's called pay to play, whereas you go on and you have to bring penguin eating a sausage. Yeah, pay to play. People come into the comedy club and they have to bring friends or actually do something in order to chat shows up on some live streams. Not on this one though. I don't know why. It's maybe because mine is rubbish. It'll be great for your profile. What is? This is doing stuff for free. Ah yes, that's it. It's good for your exposure doing stuff for free apparently. But it isn't. And I've already done stuff for free in order to build up a resume and get a whole, you know, get a show reel and do stuff like that. And you can carry on doing that forever, and I want to get some payment for these things. I have had payment for these things. I mean, the last couple of comedy gigs I've done, they've been paid ones. But the trouble is, I could do them every day of the week for free. Every day of the week. But I would have to pay to get there, obviously, as well. And it's just not doing that. What, am I mad or something? See, now, I program things for the free fringe, which is a different thing at all, completely. Because it's free, because, well, it's a sort of bucket collection at the end. So people still pay the person directly. So it's a bit like busking indoors, only with a higher level, because they're expected to stay. Don't, like, sort of come in and go out. But the people that have the shows don't pay for the venues. And in Edinburgh, the venues are very expensive. Some of them are up to, like, 12,000, 20,000. Some of them, if it's a really big one, a lot more than that. We're talking double, probably nearer triple figures for some of them. But these venues that I'm letting people have, I'm working for this, helping with this organisation. I'm not actually head of this organisation. But the venues are free, so the people go in and they don't pay anyone for doing it. They just, you know, there's a bit of a fee for being in the book, but, you know, it's not, they don't have to pay that if they don't want to. And people can come in and give the people money for seeing the show straight to them, and it's up to them what they do with it. If they've got 100 people in the show, it might be a bit difficult to share it out. It's better for smaller shows, to be honest. If it's one person show, so much the better. But it's up to you, and it's nice if people give money in the bucket. If they're really poor, they don't have to, or they've got an excuse. But it's nice if people do. The trouble is, because it's like called a free fringe, some people go, but it's a free fringe and I have to give them money. Well, yes. It's free for the performers to do the show. We're not charging them. It's not necessarily free. Yeah, it's free to get in, not free to get out. But it's the least people can do, really. And it's sort of the free ethos. Like there's in my local town, there was a paper called the Pontypool Free Press, which is just called the Press, I think now, because people misunderstood. It's called the Free Press, as in the free press, the freedom of the press. But you know, people go, but it's not free. It's like, it's free. The ethos is free. The actual payment goes to, because you can't expect people to do things for nothing forever. Pineapples. Exactly, Napples. Pineapples. That now that's just going to look like I'm just saying random words, isn't it? But somebody actually just commented pineapples, so I agree, pineapples. I should walk around London more and show the city. Yes, downtown and nightlife. Again, it's because I'm rather low on funds at the moment, so it's things that are free are much better. I should do things that are free in the city and walk all the way there. Hello from Baltimore, Maryland. I know how to say that. Maryland. It's not Maryland. Maryland cookies, Maryland chicken. No, it's Maryland. Maryland. Something like that. It is a pity about Edinburgh, but... Hello. Hi, Cash Buzz X. I will bring you a pineapple if you go to... Summer in the City? Yeah, I'm usually in Edinburgh for Summer in the City, but I probably won't be this year. Summer in the City, I do like pineapples. They do rot your gums, unfortunately. But thank you very much, T. Lee Jones. Yes. Yes, so I don't know, always went with the... What? Always went with the cookies. I didn't know what always went with the cookies. So I'm missing things here. Hello from Kashmir, Cash Buzz. Oh, that's why you cash. That's nice. That's good. So cookies are good too. Like I go for gluten-free things. No, cookies are not. Oh, pineapple on pizza or cookies on pizza. Pineapple on pizza. It's how to say Maryland. Oh, cookies. Oh, see, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just like, what have I just said? Yes, Maryland cookies. Cookies. See, we have cookies in America. In America? This isn't America. We have cookies in... There's a moth. Sorry, there's moths everywhere. I got back and there was moths all over the wall. Oh, moths. What is it with moths? They're from another dimension. They just appear from nowhere and they just go back into their mothy dimension. Hello. Pineapple pizza is a no-no. Unless you're Hawaiian, pineapple is good, as is Spam. If you are Hawaiian, apparently. Maryland is nice, you have a harbour. Harbours are good too, yes. Again, this is going to look like so random if anyone sees it afterwards. It's going to be such a great video, yay! Great video, complete random nonsense. Oh, well, they all are really, aren't they? So, Maryland, search I will look at Kashmir Neelam Valley. It sounds lovely. More moths flying at me. They're small moths, the ones that eat all my clothes. So the reason that a lot of my clothes, I try to keep my clothes for a long time, but they are getting eaten. Pineapples, moth cookies. They are eating my, not my cookies. I was going to say the moths are eating my cookies. Well, they're eating my clothes. The small ones are the bane of my life. In London, they're just everywhere. I don't know. They're not. I don't know. I think I might have brought them back to Wales because I saw a few in Wales in the last couple of years that I never did when I was growing up. And I will do a t-shirt. I did have a cafe press, but I let it lie fallow. I do have Red Bubble. Maybe I'll put it on that. I sold a sticker of Caerphilly Castle. That's all I've sold. A sticker of Caerphilly Castle. Yeah. Because it's a picture that I did, so it's my copyright, so that's it. Yeah, moths. But the little ones, they're annoying. But I know when I was a student, I was alone in the house for the first night, and I decided to have a shower. And these two gigantic moths, like that big, came in and started attacking me. It was like the birds. That would make a good horror film, isn't it? The moths. Being attacked by moths. just, they wouldn't go away. They're just, it's like, what is it? Have I just got a really bright head or something? Yes, maybe I have. Moths are not nice at all. They just attack you. They're buggers. Like, some of them are beautiful, like the ones in Silence of the Lambs, the ones that were covering up Clarice Starling's mouth, and the ones that were actually made of people. They were very pretty moths, but not generally. And also, it's all death's head moths. Nasty. My skin is very bright and luminous. It might just be the lighting. It's like see-through. And I've got a bit of vitiligo you can't see, so you can't see it there. So that bit where there's no pigment on bits of me. So that's very, yeah, see-through skin. So, how long have I been? 26. This is not my longest video ever. I think my longest video ever is 29 minutes, which is a compilation of the first year I had in Edinburgh. So I thought it would be, because they're all in bits, but I thought I'd add them all together and try editing them. And then nobody watched it. But it's 29 minutes if you did want to go and see it all in one go. And there's actually people that have since then, a long time ago, become semi-famous or actual real famous. And there's some people that have never been seen again. Signed photos, yes. The trouble with things like signed photos is you have to pay for the signed photos to start with as an outlay, and then if nobody buys them, that's the trouble with a lot of merchandise. If you're like, hey, I'm so big and special, I'm going to pay for some merchandise and I'm going to sell it and everyone's going to buy it. They're not going to buy it, and then you're ending up with like a warehouse full of your own face. So I won't possibly do that. You could buy my book. It's got my picture on it. And then, yeah, I got a couple of books out. I have. Yes. Yeah. I'm a bit wary of Kickstarter. I don't think anybody's going to give me any money for Kickstarter. I keep thinking Summer in the City is Sex in the City. That's just maybe my mind. I went to a lot of like the YouTube gatherings in the early days when people were, thank you, wearing scary, yes, thank you T. Lee Jones. Yes, I went to a lot of the gatherings in the early days when there was a personality involved, like Zipster came to a few of them in London, and Cater's 17. Do you remember Cater's 17? Is she still around? And Alex Day, yes. And when Alex Day attended, yes. Alex, Notorious Alex, who I actually did upstaged with. Do you remember that? It's 10 years ago. This time 10 years ago, I think almost to the day, I was in a box up against a load of pole dancers. Not up against the pole dancers. They were in another box. They kept the pole dancers in one box and they kept us in another box. And Terry the Tool Man. Terry the Job Man, that's him. Terry the Odd Job Man, who I actually know. He's a lovely guy in real life. He's done a few Edinburgh shows. His name's not actually Terry. No, he's called Jody Kamali. But he was very convincing. Oh, yes, I've been here a long time. I was thinking about this really earlier. It's like when this started, my oldest nephew was a month old the first time I was on YouTube, and now he's like 11, maybe even 12. Same year. How old is he? Anyway, I started YouTube in 2006 too. 2006, that's 12 years ago. Oh my goodness. 12 years in June. That's how long I've been on YouTube. If I'd just done a live video and I'd just been completely on them there from then till now, then I probably would have got the 240,000 views minutes. Yeah, 2006. There's a lot of people been here since the start. It's not the start though, because it started. Got burping. I've been there. It started in 2005, didn't it? Oh, thank you, T. Lee Jones. Yes, went back to... It's unbelievable. Do you remember back in the day when the biggest video was it the history of dance? And it's just somebody ripping off Napoleon Dynamite, basically. Or did Napoleon Dynamite rip off the history of dance? Oh, that's a good question. Anyway, it was about the same time. One or the other came first. I'm hearing the neighbours next door are shouting. I think they can hear me. They're like, what? Shut up. That's it, Renetto. Renetto came. I went to one of the gatherings that was Renetto was the main thing. He came to London and he was there, and Kate is 17 were there. And I couldn't believe they were real people. What happened to Renetto? He's still around. I know he made a comeback, and I said something like, I didn't realise you'd been away, because I didn't. I didn't realise he hadn't stopped making videos. And he was like, oh, thanks. It's like, well, no, seriously, I'm not being sarcastic. I didn't know you'd been away. Is he? Okay. Oh, dear. Who isn't, though? It drives you... Oh, look, 3102. I've officially broken my record, and the next door neighbours are shouting at me. Maybe I'll go downstairs somewhere where I'm not just talking at the walls. It's very thin walls here. Lighting's horrible, isn't it? I'll just sit here. Ooh, I've gone all pink. Now I've gone all in the darky. In the dark. Whoa, that was scary, like a horror movie. Well, I'm doing a daily hour-long rant by the look of it in my house, so I can't be complaining about somebody else. It is like MTV Crib. It's like, look at my crib, look at my fridge. Wow, wow, look at the fridge. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And look at the back room. No, this is an interesting room. This is a spare room. It's got nothing in it except junk. That's not mine. Some of it's mine, actually. What's mine? Oh, look. Is that Furby? Wow. A gremlin. No, it's a gremlin. Is it a gremlin Furby? No, it's a it's Gizmo. Yeah, I thought it was a Furby. I'm hopeless and ignorant. I just better not put that, not feed it after midnight or put water on it. Yeah, have you got a less famous person chilling surprisingly in the face? I don't know. Have I? Do you want to see Ollie? Ollie might want to see you. Ollie's in the next room. Do you know Ollie? He was in the Vardaria videos. He's my landlord. Gizmo was cute. I had... Ooh. Let's see. Ollie! Say hello to people.
Don't put me in.
He didn't want to be on. Alright, it's like, no, the light. Okay, well, that was fine. Anyway, so that was a brief foray into the dark. Very bad connection. That's weird. Lee Ryan from Blue. Yeah. Moths again. Ah. Oh, look at the grandfather clock. This is spooky house. Look, grandfather clock and spooky things everywhere. A spooky Dyson. Dyson from the notorious Brexiteer. Dyson, I think his name is. Yes, he named a cleaner after himself. A vacuum cleaner after himself. Okay, I suppose Hoover did too. So Dyson has got a lovely Hoover that he painted. That'd annoy him, wouldn't it? Okay, so probably if I go to 35 minutes, that'll probably be it. I think this is as much as I get, is 11 or 12 people want to see me in the world. Don't get the millions and the billions, but 5 of you liked me and the others didn't. That's alright. I've had some nice comment. I've got another 50 or 60 seconds to go. So, any more last minute questions before I go on my way? When you get my other families to you, got 6. Oh, 6! Oh, hello! Hooray! 7! Yay! Baltimore. I probably won't be coming to Baltimore because it costs money to go abroad. I have been to America several times. I might come to Summer in the City, but the last time I went, see, Upstage is what kicked off Summer in the City. We raised some money. We got some money as well, but we raised some money from winning it to pay for Summer in the City, and I've never actually been to it since then, except once, and nobody knew who I was, and it was like, oh, it's like I practically invented this. I couldn't go to the first one because I was going to Edinburgh. So I will go to Summer in the City, but it is a bit depressing when nobody knows who you are, and you're like, hello, I want some friends, and everyone's like, who are you? I don't know you. And I'm like, but I helped sort this out in the first place, and then I couldn't go to it. I could never go to it again. Anyway, 35 minutes. 10th anniversary. Yeah, and still nobody will know who I am. The 10th anniversary of Summer in the City, and I'll go there and everyone will be like, who's this stupid old person? But we're all young and virile and virulent and vital and other V words. Vim, vigour. So, I have been on for 36 minutes, which is quite a long time. So I will bid you adieu, and I'll put some more videos up this week, and I'll maybe find Angel, and she maybe do a video in the next week or so, and that's what I'll do. So, whoop! I'll see you soon then. Bye bye! Oh, thank you, Napples. Introduce me to people. Yes, do that. Okay, bye bye. Bye. Again, how do I... Is there a thing other than pressing the cross? Good night.